everyone. We want to welcome you to another episode of Wipe Like a Pro. And we are very excited today. Our sales manager, Derek Smith, and myself have two special guests from the state of Arkansas. In fact, they are not only from the state of Arkansas, but they are the county agricultural extension agents. And I wrote this down so I make sure I get their title correct here. This is the University of Arkansas System Division of Agricultural Cooperative Extension Service. Did I do okay, guys?
Excellent, brother. You got it.
Fantastic. Okay. So the first person I'm going to introduce here is Mr. Keith Gresham. Keith is head of Dallas County in Arkansas. Keith, why don't you, I'll kind of have you start out here. Tell us, first of all, where Dallas County is, and then in Arkansas, and then what you do for the extension service there.
Dallas County is located in south central Arkansas. State capital is in Little Rock. If you come about 65, 70 miles due south of Little Rock, you'll run right through Dallas County. And we're not on the state line with Louisiana. We're one county up from Louisiana, so we're in the south end of the state.
Why don't you tell us what it is you do for the extension services and why you started using a weed wiper?
Okay, well, I deal with a lot of cattle producers in our county. We're not a top county for producing cattle in the state, but in this area, we have some cattle producers. And I get along with some of my adjoining county agents in other counties, have noticed a problem with a lot of weeds. The Vasey grass has been a weed that's been coming on strong, and a few more, the ones that really get tall, after a little while, and then the grass that your cattle are grazing is lower. And without having to spray the whole field, we were kind of thinking about something that we could do without having to spray the entire field. And we had talked about some rope wicks and some other applications, but after me doing a little research, I ran up on y'all's sponge wiper, and kind of the rest of its history. We've contacted y'all, and we've gotten one of your products, and it seems to be doing a good job.
Sure. And what size of weed wiper and what style of weed wiper are the pasture guys using in your area?
Well, the one that Rob sent us is the only one I know of in our area anywhere. The kit he sent was, I think it was a 10-foot kit. It had 3 of the sponges, I believe that's right. And then we modified it had 4 sponges, and then I modified it down to 3 sponges where we could put it on the front of a 4-wheeler, and so we could pressurize it with that tank on the back of the 4-wheeler. And so we built, me and 2 of my county agent buddies, we built a rack and where we can adjust the height of the sponges to meet what our needs would be. And we've got it. It didn't take us long. We had the kit put together and had it working.
It's very similar to our ATV models here. You've got a 5, 10, 15 footer. And specifically what Keith did was build your own kit where you can just buy all the sponges and the plumbing and so forth to build your own, whether you're going to put it on like a front bucket or just whatever kind of toolbar you want to put it on, even an existing sprayer boom. So
most guys real quick that do pasture type work are either using the kits, the ATVs, and they're just running around hitting patches in small areas. The guys that have real problems, they're using our pull types here, which the big benefit is they're built on a toolbar with gauge wheels, and then where the wings attach to the toolbar, they actually attach on a U-joint with another set of wheels and tires on the end. So your boom's going to contour really well over rolling hills or uneven ground because of those U-joints.
Yep, this is covering a lot of acres. And one of the things, Keith, that we really appreciate you doing here, I'm going to come back to now get rid of my screen share. One of the things that you've done, Keith, is you've brought together kind of a demo of the weed wipers, brought in some cattle growers. Here's some pictures we'll pull up on the screen, put on the screen here to show those times when you've met with them. We really appreciate you doing that and getting the education out about weed wipers. like you had mentioned, and Derek had mentioned too, a lot of growers are just used to the rope wicks and don't realize the benefit of the sponges. And so, which leads me into the next thing here with you, Les. Les covers Cleveland County, and he has done an excellent Facebook page post. I'm going to bring that up here again on the screen. Facebook. And this is Les right here. He actually a series of 3 videos where he did before and after. We're going to be playing those right after this little interview that we're doing with these guys. But Les, thank you again for joining this meeting. Please tell us in your county, again, similar to Keith's, I'm assuming, is it mostly pastures, or do you have a mixture of pasture and row crops?
So it's almost identical to Keith. We're predominantly pine timber, poultry production, and then small scale cattle operations. And so we have a lot of guys that cut a lot of their own hay. We have a lot of grazing pastures. So predominantly what we were using the wiper system for initially in the videos, you'll see this, is for those hay production fields. Mm-hmm. And so a couple of the main weed species that we are having problems with, and most people in southeast Arkansas or southeast part of the United States have these same weeds, is Johnson grass for one, which is not necessarily a bad grass. It's just some people are real ticky about their pastures. They don't want it out there because it's spotty. As Derek says, it's spotty. One that we've had recently show its ugly head in the last couple of years has come up from the Gulf Coast is Vasey grass, and Keith mentioned Vasey grass. Producers are starting to take notice of that. It's starting to take over their pastures, and it's still kind of spotty and in low areas, and so we can still attack that with an ATV-type wiper implement system. And then you have also, we call them locally Cypress weeds. For the weed guys out there, that's dog fennel, and these are taller weeds that get up above, our normal warm season forages like Bahia and Bermuda, Dallas, those type grasses. So those 3 weed species we can attack with this wiper system. It's excellent for that. We've talked to some of our peers that have used rope wick systems up north of us. And when you mention a wicking type system, those guys kind of frown a little bit because, I think we mentioned earlier, Derek mentioned earlier prior to this interview that, those systems work, but they don't work real well for what our intentions are here. So
excellent.
We've used your system now. We built it last year, Keith. We used it in a spot and it worked excellent. And we look forward to using it again in demonstrations this year to test it out in different pasture situations. So
excellent.
Great.
Excellent, guys. Well, we'll wrap this section up because I want to get right to the videos here, Les. Thank you both for doing this. One of the key things on weed wiping is, we've had the sponge weed wipers for 35 years now, over 35 years. And Derek, in fact, his hat is his father-in-law, who's also a grass seed grower, which I know, Keith, you guys probably use some of the seed from his farm. The fun part about this, and the reason why I really appreciate what you guys do as an extension agency is you're getting that education out there to growers. And the beauty of that is, weed wiping is a very economical way of doing things because, if you have, let's say you have some broadleafs in your pastures or hayfields, of course you can spray things like Grazon and other broadleaf things that aren't going to kill your grasses. But when you're talking about wiping grasses like Johnson grass and Vasey grass and these things you're talking about, there's really not a lot of options out there. And so weed wiping just gives a good alternative to people. And so now we're going to show you how that works. We're going to go right into Les's Facebook posts and the videos, and it will do a before and after. And again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you joining us for this meeting, and have a great day in Arkansas today.
All right, thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Les Walls, County Extension Agent from Cleveland County, Arkansas, and my videographer today is Mr. Keith Gresham, and he is the Extension Ag Agent in Dallas County, Arkansas. And we are just finishing up a herbicide application using a wiper system. So this is a new to us wiper system using sponges that were donated to us by Smucker Manufacturing, Inc. out of Harrisburg, Oregon. And we want to thank those guys for allowing us to use their proprietary sponges. So the system that this is set on was actually built by our engineer, Mr. Keith Gresham. We appreciate his engineering feats. But this is a wiper system. It's not like the rope wick systems that you may be used to. This uses, again, a sponge system that's infused from the inside out, and we are using a non-selective herbicide to attack 2 hay meadow weeds that we have issues with in South Arkansas, and that is Johnson grass and Vasey grass. And so we've just finished wiping. You can see some of the Johnson grass behind me, wiping this grass using this system. It's October 7th. We're a little bit late. But we're going to come back in about 2 weeks and evaluate and see how well this system works. We mixed up 2 solutions, 2 different percentages to evaluate each one of them, and we made 1 pass. Not back and forth, just 1 pass through the weeds. So stay tuned. We tried it on Cypress weed. For you weed guys out there, that's dog fennel, and it worked very well. So we're going to see how it works on Johnson grass and Vasey grass, so stay tuned. We'll see you in about 2 weeks. A quick follow-up to a weed wiper herbicide application we put out 2 weeks ago. Behind me is Johnson grass, and you can see how tall it is, and this is what we were wiping with the Smucker wiper system. It was donated to us by Smucker Manufacturing, Inc. out of Harrisburg, Oregon, and we want to thank those guys again for sending us that roller system. Keith Gresham actually built the frame that the rollers went on, but it's an infused system. We used a non-selective herbicide. We wiped 1 part of this Johnson grass with 10% glyphosate, the other half with 25% glyphosate, and this is what it looked like when we started. And if you'll follow me across the road, this is 10% glyphosate wipe, and this over here is the 25% glyphosate wiped. So something we learned with the wiper system, ours is adjustable, and we started out at about 24 inches, I believe, on the wiper height. With this Johnson grass being over 7 foot tall, we probably needed to adjust it up higher to about 30 inches or 36 inches, and we might have got a better application with the wiper system. But I'm going to say this, it is working, it did work. We're almost 2 weeks from application, and it did work. So if you've got spots of Johnson grass, if you've got spots of broom sage, if you've got spots of Vasey grass, purple top, this wiper system may be what you need to tackle those problems in your hay meadows. If you have questions, contact your local county extension agent. Buddy, just another quick follow-up. Right down the road from our Johnson grass demonstration, we came down here and wiped a 25% solution on some Vasey grass. You can see it behind me. There is a little bit of Johnson grass out here, quite a bit of Vasey grass, a little foxtail, and seem to have done a pretty good job of yellowing up this Vasey grass. So we're 2 weeks from application, and hopefully we'll come out in another 2 weeks and all this will be completely dead, but it seems to be doing a pretty good job on them. But we just wanted to show you a couple of pictures of the Vasey, and again want to thank Smucker Manufacturing, Inc. for sending us those sponges for that sponge applicator. So if you have questions about roller applicators, sponge applicators, contact your local county extension agent. Thank you.